Thousands of miles from Washington, D.C., Kenya has become a testing ground for disinformation before it hits America. John-Allan Namu is an award-winning investigative journalist and co-founder of Africa Uncensored, an outlet exposing corruption in his native Kenya and across the globe. During a recent visit to Washington, Namu sat down with Scripps News to discuss the information and disinformation ecosystem in Kenya. How do you think disinformation in Kenya compares to disinformation here in the United States?
Actually, it's very similar. What a lot of people tend to forget is that, especially when these kinds of very nefarious strategies for being able to craft disinformation are being tested, they're not tested here. What you're getting here is a final product. It's been tested elsewhere. And Kenya has been a place where this has been tested before. Training of algorithms, you'll find people in really almost slave-like conditions training algorithms in Kenya for platforms that work or are based here.
How has disinformation impacted Kenyans in general? How are you seeing disinformation spread across the African continent?
The internet penetration in Kenya is quite high as compared to other countries. So much like here in the States, when one bit of misinformation is seeded in one particular platform, then you start to see it move and spread across different ones. The most dangerous, obviously, are the ones that you can't track, so WhatsApp and dark social platforms like that. But what you're also seeing is typically on big platforms like TikTok, Instagram, X, that you start to see these kinds of bits of disinformation moving and growing across, across a day or across a week.
Namu says Kenyans will most likely be keeping a close eye on how the United States can try to fight disinformation, saying that what happens here will, quote, reverberate across the world. Liz Landers, Scripps News, Washington.